Alright, so it is day 8 p.m. and it is very late at night and I am extremely tired again. I definitely hit manic on this day. Alright. So I spoke a little bit about it yesterday. And I want to say that I'm aware of my emotions, or I'm aware of myself enough to start recognizing certain ways of thinking. I had messaged the father of my children because the kids are with their dad and they're quarantining because his fiance has tested positive for COVID. So they're all quarantining, and on Monday I was supposed to get him back, but because they started quarantining, I didn't get him back. And I messaged him, I was like, hey, have the kids call me later. To which never happened. You didn't even open the message. And he likes to do this petty bullshit where he has my entire life that Twitch is my kids, and he uses it as leverage because if it makes me feel safe that I'm able to talk to my children and know that they feel comfort, or they know that I'm here for them, or some type of emotional fulfillment, and the understanding between me and my children, for him to think of it as him making me miserable, which he is. The only difference between who I am now and who I was when I would flip my shit, tell him exactly what he's doing, and blow everything to accurate proportions, I will say. And now, who I am now is that I don't have the energy, first of all. I don't have the energy to just play his fucking games. Like, there's nothing that I can do. And that makes me sad because I would love to talk to my kids. I was supposed to have my kids already. Like, I should have my kids now. Currently, I should have my kids right now. And a part of me wonders if that shit that he told me was even true, or if he's just like, oh, I know she's in a tight spot right now, so if I take away another one of the things that make her feel safe, I wonder if she's gonna, I don't even know. Absolutely the worst things. I always think the absolute worst things. Because he knows for a fact that when the kids are away from me, that it makes me, I don't like that shit. And I know those kids. First of all, those are my kids. Second of all, they're mama's babies. So there's no way that my daughter isn't asking for me. For him to not open the message, and it's Thursday. I sent that message on Monday. For me to message him again and be like, hey, let me know when the best time to get a hold of the kids is. For him to still not open any of the messages, even if I were to give him the benefit of the doubt, there's still fuck shit. Even if, it's dangerous to not have communication with the mother of her children. I mean, for me, it's dangerous to my mental health. It makes me feel unsafe when I'm not in contact with my children over extended amount of time, or when my kids are not away from me, or when my kids are away from me when I don't have my kids. makes me feel unsafe because I don't know if they're safe. And this whole time the universe has been trying to tell me, like, has been preparing me for this moment, because before, when Steven would do some shit like this, I'd flip my shit, catch a charge, because I would grant him the opportunity to be able to manipulate my emotions, to bring out rage in me to the point where I was reckless. And this was something that I felt helped me to stay in control by being out of control and just like letting shit happen. Unfortunately, that is quite the opposite, which is the lack of control. Finding this out the hard way because, and like I said, I mean, this has been a very key thing the universe has been teaching me up until now. Is that even from the soul's perspective, like, just because I helped get them to this plane of existence doesn't mean that I'm responsible for where their soul mission leads them, because that is their soul. That's a hard concept to get across to a mother, because that's my entire world. That's my sole responsibility, you know, or that's how I feel. That's the motherly instinct inside of me, just screaming like, protect that with your entire existence. For me not to have any control in the situation. And no matter how I feel, I can't change the situation. So I literally have no choice but to just accept things. And as I'm being forced to just accept these things, I feel guilty for granting myself the serenity, because for some reason it makes me feel like when I'm not in paralyzing anxiety, that somehow means that I don't care, which is not true. So I need to stop fucking thinking like that, because my baby daddy likes to play these motherfucking games. Okay. I guess I'm gonna have to show some tough love and just allow my faith in the universe to get me through this quarantine, because on the other side of this 10 days, there's gonna be no fucking excuse for him to withhold my children. And in the meantime, apparently my children are witnessing how how their father is going to act, and they're a lot smarter than they were before, and they were very smart before. So, and I've done my part to make sure that they were well educated. No. To make sure that my kids were well educated when it comes to the way that people are needing to respect each other's boundaries, and what it means to show respect to someone by respecting their boundaries, or yeah. So what I'm really trying to help them lean into what doesn't feel okay is something that we want to stay like away from, and we want to put boundaries up for what we don't feel is okay. Like when I feel like you guys aren't doing something safe, like, oh, I'm gonna go do this crazy something where I could get hurt, and be like, no bro, like that sounds like we don't want to do that because it's dangerous. And like, okay, I'm going to get something to drink or whatever, and I know that my sister probably wants something to drink, so I'm gonna get her something too, like to spread kindness instead of like engaging in behavior that can get us into unfavorable circumstances, like trying to get my kids to start thinking for their future selves. So I have to look at it and think like from their soul's perspective, like this is something that is out of their control as well. Like this is out of my control, which makes me feel unsafe. And it's out of their control. So I feel like it's going to be a really big learning experience for them, because now that they're older and they're smarter than they were already smart, you know, they're going to ask hard questions. and those hard questions are going to need answers. And when those questions start, I'm trying to say something, I swear. Like when things don't start adding up, like those are going to be harder questions. So, I mean, like I said, this isn't a learning experience for them, and being from the soul perspective of like, though, that's their soul's journey. So no matter how bad I want my children right now, I can't stop them from experiencing what they're meant to on their journey. So that's what's happening. It's a great aim. But I need to get my ass to bed because I'm getting up early again in the morning. It's gonna be a great day. Have a good night or day or however. Make sure that you're doing something to appreciate yourself because you deserve it. And believe in yourself because you are amazing. And the fact that you're just here and able to take another breath is a miracle. And you can change your life the moment that you decide that it's time to start changing your life. And you keep waking up every morning choosing that. Going to bed and choosing that. Write you a mission statement. Consume it first thing in the morning. Read your mission statement. And start making choices. Like, it's hard, but small steps. One thing at a time. Start incorporating one thing. And then move to like, all right, well, this is now incorporated. I do this every week. Like every week I do self-care, or every week I do a special thing for myself like this. Like, or if you could even definitely, a good starting point is like a week, like once a week. But start getting into a really good morning routine helps to keep your mind space in a functioning order. Like when you're able to consume things, you're able to retain resistance. 'Tis beautiful, but I'm so tired. I feel like I'm rambling, so I'm gonna stop and start self-soothing. So for real now.